Hello my crafty friends, it's Arva. Welcome back to my channel. I am here today with Embossing Folder Friday, which is hosted by the Facebook group Handmade Happiness. On the second Friday of each month, there is a project that is uploaded by a group of ladies, normally no more than 15, at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the requirements are that you use an embossing folder on the project, and it is in accordance with whatever the theme is for the month. This month, you were able to choose between fall or Halloween, and of course, I chose fall. So I'm just going to show you a few of the items that I used, and then we'll get into creating the card. So I used just a circle die. I didn't want to go looking for my nested circle die, so I just pulled out the circle die from this Memento set here. Anything that I've used, guys, I will try to link in the description box below where you can pick it up. This was the embossing folder that I used, which was just different leaves. And then this was a die that I used, and it makes a scarecrow. I love the paper piece, so this was perfect for me. Such a cute little scarecrow. And I picked that up from AliExpress. And I used this Craftsmith pad. It is an oldie but goodie called Happy Fall. I've had it for quite some time. 2016. Quite some time. I'm a paper hoarder. I can't help myself. So I will be right back and we will put together what's remaining. I did try to put some of the stuff together beforehand, so we don't want this video to be too long. But for the most part, you'll get to see me put it together. Be right back. Okay. So for this card this month, I decided to use a sketch. A lot of times when I'm making cards, I'll go to Pinterest and try to find a sketch to get an idea. This month, I'd already picked out the sketch, what I wanted to do, and then I saw a video that was posted by Crystal Minkler, who is the Tawny Owl Paperie here on YouTube, and I will leave a link to her channel in the description box below. And I saw that she had this Unity October Sketch Challenge. So I liked the sketch that she had. It was similar to the pieces I already had cut out, and so I decided to go with this sketch. Now, when I use a sketch, it's just that. It's a sketch, it's inspiration. So I may not use all rectangular pieces. The sentiment may be in a different spot. I really let it be inspiration for me. So it may not be the exact same measurements, but it'll be similar to her sketch here. I will also leave a link to her blog post so that you can see where the sketch comes from. And so let's get into putting our card together. I found these cute little stackable trays at Dollar Tree, and they are just perfect for when you need a paper piece or put something together, put these things together. So I am working on an A2 size card base. I'm using 80-pound craft cardstock for the base. Since it is a fall card, I thought a craft card base would be nice. So then I have, for my first mat, I just have a piece of copper foil paper. And then I have a piece that is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. I have my embossed piece. Excuse me. This piece is 5 1/4 by 2 1/2. I have my embossed piece, which is 4 7/8 by 3. And then instead of that other rectangle, this one here, and you'll see in her video, she actually didn't use another rectangle either. I'm going to use this circle, and this is the one that came from that Memento set, and it is 2 5/8 in diameter. And then I have a sentiment that actually came from the paper pad. So first things first, I am going to finish putting together my scarecrow. As I've said before, I really like paper piecing, so I figured somebody may not know how this little thing goes together. So I thought I would put it together here on camera, the remainder of it. Those really small pieces I felt like would be really difficult to be able to see on camera, so I tried to save the big pieces. But as you can see, they have little parts where it lines right up so that you can see exactly where you need to put the pieces. Makes it really easy. And I'm using Nuvo Deluxe Adhesive. Let me zoom in just a little bit more. And so it will dry clear and you won't be able to see any glue marks. So we have his shirt in. And I've already added the patches and his buttons before so that we wouldn't be here all day. Then we have his face. It's just a little bit of glue down at the base of his head that we will then attach right to the top of his little jumpsuit here. Next we have his hat. And again, all I do is I just add a little bead of glue right up at the top. Since this is going to sit flush on my card, I don't have to worry about it coming up. Just try to center it the best you can. We do have a few small pieces, not a lot, but a couple. So I do have this. Let's slide that over. One of his shoes, and I'm just going to add the glue right here since it's not on the whole shoe. And again, they have a little line that shows you where it would meet for his pants. I was really worried about some of these dies when I first received them because some of those little pieces, sometimes it's hard to dictate where they go. But this one, it was really easy. They had, even where the pocket and the eyes, the nose, there was a line for everything. So you knew exactly how to place the items. Even as you can see, use my little wax piece here. As you can see right here, this is where the hand and the little straw that comes out of his hand would go. So like I said, they do make it fairly easy for you. So just add a bead of glue there. Put his little hand down. This little wax pickup stick comes in very handy when you're paper piecing. It was a nice little kit of 2 with 2 replacement wax pieces on Amazon, and I will link that in the description box below, the set that I had, if it's still available. Put that right there. Good to go. And I know it looks a little funny. He doesn't have an arm over here, and that's because this pumpkin goes over there. Really just need it pretty much on the outer 2 pieces there, because it's going to sit right under his jumper there, like so. And this last piece is his hand, and this little part is what is supposed to be attached to his arm. So, and this whole piece goes onto the pumpkin. So, something like that. So now, in order to give him just a little bit more oomph, I use my Ohuhu brush markers. I have not invested in Copics yet because I'm not a colorist. I am learning to color. Once I get there, I think I may invest in some Copics, but right now the Ohuhus work just fine for me. So I just kind of tried to find some that matched or were really close to the paper that I used. And where these lines are embossed, I tried to just add a little bit of color. And I've used a white core paper, and because of that, I also just kind of went around the edges from the back. You always want to go from the back so that if it slips, it won't destroy your project. So just added some more, this color around there so that that white wasn't so stark and distracting. And I just felt like when you added it to some of these embossed lines, it really just gave my little scarecrow a little more life. And we have that all done, so we can set them aside. And now we can start assembling our card. I do like to use ATG tape when I'm assembling the card, especially when I'm dealing with foil paper or cardstock, because it just looks horrible when you have glue on that. So try to avoid glue at all costs if I can. A lot of times double-sided tape is a very good option if you really are concerned about being able to line it up properly, because you really just get one go at this. All right. Okay. Now we're going to do the second layer. And this piece is just about 1/8 of an inch from the top, bottom, and left side. Okay. Now we have our embossed piece. And I'm centering it from top to bottom, and then again about 1/8 of an inch from the right side of the foil cardstock. So now it is time. Now for the circle, we can actually use liquid glue, since it's not going to be directly on the metallic paper. So how do I want this to go? There we go. Line it up this way. Here we go. And I've put all of those down flat, but I want a little bit of dimension on this card, so I am going to pop my scarecrow up. So I have some foam tape here. I won't bore you. I'll speed it up for this part. You don't have to see me cut tape. But I will leave a link in the description box from where I purchased the foam tape. It comes in a nice 2 big rolls, 2 huge rolls. So okay, I've got foam all down, so we are going to add him right here in the center of our circle. All right, now I've got to decide if I want to pop up this sentiment or not. Kind of want it to go right here, right under him. I think I'll put it down flat. It'll look better, just letting him be the start of the show. And my sentiment was just cut from one of the journaling card pages in the paper pack, and it just says Happy Harvest. There we go. Now, just to add a few embellishments, we've got to add something to give it a little wow factor. So I'll be right back with something to jazz it up just a little bit. Okay, so I went into my stash and I picked up some copper colored 6mm sequins and some Nouveau crystal drops in the color Copper Penny. So we're going to look around and see how we want to place these. Got those down. I really didn't want to put anything in this embossed area because I really wanted it to shine since it is Embossing Folder Friday. We'll just add some small dots here and there. So guys, that is it. We have finished up our card and I actually really like it. I like the way it turned out. So let me know in the comment section, do you like using sketches or do you like just coming up with cards on your own? The sketches really do provide a great inspiration for me. But that's it for today, guys. Please check out the Facebook group, Handmade Happiness, and join us. The hashtag is listed below, Embossing Folder Friday. So next month, I think the theme is masculine. That should be a lot of fun. So come and join us. All right, guys. Take care and have a blessed day. Bye.